How to sell on Shopify. In this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about Shopify and how you're going to be selling any type of product whatsoever on this. Now, if you're not aware of what Shopify is probably one of the top most lead generating e-commerce stores out there. It's one of those things that allow you to strive in today's world. Not only is it good for running an e-commerce store, but it's also good for things like drop shipping and, all of the above when it comes to the e-commerce industry. It's the only, I'd say, good competitor to WordPress because WordPress is known to be the best e-commerce starter out there, but Shopify isn't much lower. Now, when it comes to selling on Shopify, it is pretty simple. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be giving you a full detailed analysis on how that's going to be working. And all you're going to simply need is a few tools and an email. That is it. After that, everything is going to be set up very seamlessly and ongoingly. So to start things off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to come over to shopify.com, and right here, it's going to say start for free. Now, that is another amazing thing about Shopify. It lets you create accounts totally for free. There is no money involved. You won't need to be adding any additional charges or whatsoever. It's all going to be extremely simple and seamless. Now, it's going to ask you to add your email. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my email right here. And it's also going to ask you to enter a strong password. So I'm going to be adding a password just like that. And now we're going to click on Create Shopify Account. Now, once you click on Create Shopify Account, it's going to bring you here where it says, where would you like to sell? Now, you can sell on an online store, in person at a retail store, then we have in person at events, an existing website or blog, or, whatsoever. So I want an online store, and we're going to click on Next. Now, is this shop for a new or existing business? So if you already have an existing business, you can go with this, but I'm going to go with new business or idea. What do you plan to sell? So it could be products you buy or make yourself, digital products, drop shipping products, and whatsoever. So let's say I want to go ahead with products I buy or make myself, or drop shipping products. Once you do that, click on next, and now it's going to give you these pricings and plans. Now, this is one of the greatest things about Shopify. First of all, you get 3 days totally for free where you can go ahead and access all the features that Shopify actually provides you. Secondly, they give you the first 3 months for just $1, which is basically free, okay? So you can opt for these according to whatever you want, but right now I'm going to click on skip and decide later, because right now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing Shopify out. We're going to be seeing if it's actually the great store everyone talks about. Now, once we are over here, this is what your Shopify's dashboard is going to look like. Pretty straightforward and pretty simple. And, it's really user-friendly as well. That's something to note. Now, once we're over here, here's what you're going to want to do to actually start selling. Now, to start selling, the first and foremost thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go to online store. Okay, this is where you're going to set up your actual store and how you want everything to look. Now over here, you can see it has added a theme onto our store, which is the Horizon theme. Now down here, if you want any other themes, there's different popular free themes like Horizon, Saver, Vessel, Heritage, Atelier, whatever you want. Now let's say I want to go ahead and stay on Horizon, but you can go ahead and choose to add these. It's really simple. Just click this button and it should be good. Now, once we're over here, you can actually go over to customize. And once you go over to customize, you can see the different editorial sequences that it provides you. And Shopify's general store editor is pretty fun as well. So as you can see, this is the outlet it opens for you. Pretty neat, pretty nice, and it's just like any ordinary store. Now you're probably wondering, okay, this outlet is good, but how do we add products here? Don't worry, for that, I'm going to be teaching you. So we're going to go ahead and exit, and we're going to move over to products. Now in products, what you're going to do is you're going to click on add product. And once you click on add product, this is where you're going to start adding what you need. So first of all, let's say I want to add a product known as, let's say Skin D, let's go with Oiler. Okay, that's what this product is. You can go ahead and let them know a description for it. So let's say I have this description here about the product. I'm going to add that. And now it's going to ask you for media. Now, adding media is really important because obviously it's going to make your product look more professional and it's going to make it pop off more. Now, once that is done, you're going to come down here to pricing. You're going to set your pricing according to yourself. So let's say Mine is going to be this much. So this should be around, I'd say, $40 or something like that. So once you have set this price over here, you can also set the compare at price. Now, compare at price is the scratch off price. So basically, when you're on stores, it says it's currently 4,500, but it used to be 6,700, something like that, which attracts the user. Now, this is something helpful, and it is a good tip and trick to add in your stores. Now, once that is done, here it's going to say track quantity. Now, this is basically how much of this do you have in your inventory. So I'm going to add this much. And once this is done, it's going to ask the weight of my product. So I'm going to go with 0.2. And once all of that is done, what you're simply going to be doing from here is you're going to click on save. Now, once you click on save, you have your first product in your store. Okay. Now, you're obviously going to make sure that whatever products you're adding, you have a warehouse in the back. Okay. You have a proper POS system running it all out. And for that, I'm also going to show you what things you're going to be needing to add. But, generally, let me show you how you're going to go ahead and see if it's actually selling. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to customizing our store. Now we come over here and look at that. We have our first product here. And now that we click on our product page, it's going to open this up. And you can see we have the description, we have the images, and so much more. So that's pretty incredible. Just by a few clicks and adding a few things in and out, we have our first product that we can sell on store. Now, to obviously track all of its, workings and belongings, you are going to want to make sure to keep checking your products, channels, how much you have in stock, etc. And you can also manage the orders from here, okay? And you can manage that by going over to orders. If anyone goes ahead and orders from your store, manage them from here, okay? It's pretty simple. And one last thing that you are going to need to add is payments, okay? Because no one will be able to pay at your store if this is not activated. So simply go over to choose a provider. And once you go over to choose a provider, make sure to add proper payments. Now you can add a bogus gateway to test payments out, but preferably go ahead and add a proper provider. So let's say I want to go with Adyen Payments. Now this is pretty popular on Shopify. So what you do is install their app, and you're simply going to be connecting your Visa, MasterCard, or whatever bank account you want to add this to, and that should be good to go. So once all of this is done, you're good to sell on your Shopify store, okay? And that is how simple and easy it is to actually start selling on Shopify in the easiest and most simplest way. So that is pretty much all there is for this video. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the foreseeable future, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. And also do make sure to share this video around with your friends and family or anyone in need of this video, because that truly helps me out. So yeah, that is pretty much all there is. Again, drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, share this video around, and I'll be seeing all of you in the very next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.